position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got the quick pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Direct snap. Oh, better look out. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got the first down and more. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab play for the 1st down. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's caught. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolverines will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must-score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Hartman. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. A designed run for the quarterback. Runs through the tackle. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Really nice touch.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing.
Sneak gets it done.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Hartman. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Dances away. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. There he goes. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Right, I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quick release on the RPO. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quickly complete. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown Wolverines! And the comeback is on. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone.
Breaks into the open. Goes upstairs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Harbor. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
Touchdown, Trojan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hartman.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room